7 seconds. All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all honor, glory, and praises due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. And again, double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstones, teaching the truth and sincerity, and also who rule well. Peace and salutations to the helpful elect that scattered four corners of the earth, which you so-called Negroes, Latino, Hispanics, Native American Indians. You know, the true Israelites is coming out, the elect nation of Israel. You know, the only nation that the Lord is dealing with in Northern Nation, okay? This is Brother Yawanathan from GMS Detroit. And just wanted to touch on, you know, why these where, like, it's to a point where I was watching the elder Menazazak by South Carolina was getting into the vibrations of slavery. All right. Now, when you get into these scriptures, man, you know, I start saying this a lot. You can't have a westernized mindset on easternized philosophies, because when you think of that, you just think turn the other cheek. Two wrongs don't make it right, but a negative times a negative equals a positive. This effeminate, punk ass, bitch ass, and excuse my Hebrew, understanding. All right. So I was watching this so-called Edomite Eddie Edom getting into the scriptures. Yeah, the Lord ain't all about slavery. No. And the elder said it perfect. It's just y'all are trying to run away from a consequence that is destined for you to go through. Okay? So first scripture I want to get is Proverbs 3 and verse 5. And it reads, I'm sorry, 4. It says 3 and 4. So shalt thou find favor and good understanding in the sight of Yahweh and man. It says, trust in the Lord. Here's the point. Trust in the Lord with all thy heart, and lean not to your own understanding. And that's what a lot of people do. They get into their feelings. The scriptures say our thoughts isn't the most highest thoughts. You know? And that to me, once you get that concept, that if you can grasp that concept, that you probably got what's the word I want to say? That you got some features of the elect in you to understand that, yo, this is not what even though I might feel some type of way, but hey, this is the most highest. It's basically to a point where you understand that this ain't our will, this ain't what we want. I can't lean to what I feel. This is all according to the Most High Yahweh Shai. Okay, so you know, slavery is a part about it. It's a part of the scriptures, man. And it's and the more I think about certain debates with certain, you know, podcasts, certain Israelite groups other than GMS, they always forget the last conclusion of the book of Revelations, right? But before I get to that, I'm gonna bring out more, because you know, one thing that the scriptures is a true history book. So back in Proverbs, let's get 11 and 1. And it reads, a false balance is an abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is his delight. All right. So, you know, for these heathen nations to do all these wicked abominations to the children of Israel, which is his favorites, you just think that, you know, you're just gonna get off scot-free. And I was watching this one stand-up comedy, like, when they talk about the white churches, the Catholic churches, They sitting there doing jumping jacks with no rhythm and shit, talking about some let's go to heaven, let's go to heaven, we're going to go to heaven, so on and so forth. And that's how a lot of you Edomites think, that you did all this to the Lord's, chosen, his favorite, and y'all just think that y'all just gonna be sipping yan with us. No, knowing that the atrocities and honestly, we don't know what these, especially Edom, has done to the nation of Israel. We can only see things from the tip of the iceberg, so let alone what's at the bottom of it. Okay? So, knowing that you stole, you raped, you murdered us, you killed us, you think you're just going to get away scot-free? No. So let's get into some more scriptures, because like I was saying, you're slavery is going to be a part of that, man. And going back to what my man was saying, the Edomite, Lord is all good. And I'm going to try to, not put words in his mouth, but it was just saying that he does all, good. And that's what all the Christians think, that Lord is all good. There's a war with Satan and the Most High Yahweh when it's not. So, comparing this to Proverbs 11 and 1, this is Isaiah 45 in verse 5. It says, I am the Lord, there is none else. There is Yahweh, Salakia. 7, with the 45 and 5. 7. It says, I form the light, I create darkness, I make peace, I create evil. The Lord do all these things. And that just goes to show, the Lord is omnipowered, and the Lord works in duality. You can't do one without the other, and he orchestrates both sides. All right. And, that's why, the scriptures about that duality. Get in Sirach, you can get 16 and 12, just as great as his mercies, is just as great as his corrections, so on and so forth. So let me grab another one. Now, like I said, look what happened when we don't pay attention, when we don't listen to the Lord. (28 and 48). So when the Lord gives us instructions and we don't want to follow, this is an example that he put upon us. This is Deuteronomy 28 and 48. Therefore shall thy serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in the wanting of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck, until he have destroyed thee. All right, so you see that now, man. Got to pay for water, food, clothes, to a point where it was worse in the times of being, in the transatlantic slave trade. But yet, like I said, we're still under the curses. All right, we're still slaves in this place with a social. But nevertheless, this goes for you guys, though. This also goes for you heathens, man. So I'm going to get Isaiah 14 and 2. It says, Slakia. Oh, yep. And it says, and the people shall take them and bring them to their places, and the houses of Israel shall possess them in the land for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. And there was a lot of you heathens that oppressed us too. So you see the flip. And now, like I said, it's going to go, this is going to be in a permanent, what's the word I want to use? This is going to be permanent for you guys. Yep. This is Daniel 7:27, and it says, "And the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to a people of the saints of the Most High, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and all dominion shall serve and obey him." So when Yahweh Shai comes back, bro, you gonna be in straight captivity, man. And that's also you can also get Revelation 13:10. And it reads, when I was getting back into that saying about duality, you can't, like I said, there's vengeance and there's revenge. Whatever you deal on to the next person, expect that to be done on to you, so on and so forth. And Lord willing, you get the picture of what I'm trying to say. It's Revelations 13:10. And it says, "He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killed with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints." So all this stuff that happens to the children of Israel is going to happen to you heathens, man. Like Psalms 83, y'all had one, I had grab that. Psalms 83. Here we go. I'll end it off on this one. It says, "They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. And they consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee." And that's talking about Israel. But y'all really did do a good job, because now that we're waking up, but we didn't know exactly who we were, and we didn't know that we were the chosen people, the Negroes, Latino Native Americans, man. We didn't know. But now we know. So now we know that it's going to be a recompense that you got to pay. But, there's going to be slavery and, captivity that you guys are going to have to go through, whether you like it or not. Okay? But Lord willing, I hope this video was edifying. And again, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Also want to give them honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstones, teaching the truth and sincerity, and also who will well. Peace and salutations. I'm going to close out, say shalom, and on to the next lesson.